so I am in the process of getting over having been real sick over the weekend, so we're not going to do anything too terribly crazy today, but I did want to show you guys how to work around a trick that I have been working on quite a bit in the past few weeks. And this is another one of those tricks that is just like, why didn't I add this to my vocabulary years ago, which is when you have the poi head in your hand, this is a contact trick, doing that pass that Ronan and Keith and Teddy are always doing, where when the string is rotating forwards, you throw it over your shoulder and try not to hit yourself in the face, as I just did. But instead, try and catch the handle with your hand and then sling the rest of the poi over that shoulder, right? Which I didn't learn this for the longest time because I thought it's so simple, there's really no use for it. And then I realized that the more I got into contact poi spinning, there were plenty of moments at which you'd have that relationship where the poi head was in touch with the hand, and then you would run into this dilemma of, well, how do I get back to the handle? And of course, you know, there's a certain number of different ways that you can do that from any given position that work within varying levels of success, but eventually each and every one of them kind of gets a little stale. So it's something that gives you a quick means of getting the handle back in your hand, as well as just, you know, another flavor to add to your palate. I'm still having issues with performing it. Those of you who use longer tethers, I'm sure, are having an easier time of it than I am. But essentially what I'm finding is it's best to start off with the tip of my finger in touch with the hole wherein the tether is coming out of the contact juggling ball. And when I fling it over my shoulder, to aim for a spot that is either just above or just underneath the shoulder. As I'm doing that, I'm trying to make sure that my palm is pointed towards the back of me so that as that handle is coming up and over, I can real easily open up that thumb to catch it as it comes around, right? If you miss this, one of two things usually happens, and the first one has been happening to me more often than not. We'll see if I can conjure it at my own bidding, which is to, nope, that actually would have been a good one. Yeah, it either bounces off your body or it bounces off the ball itself. Yeah, when it does this, usually it flies off so wildly that it's rather difficult to lay claim to catching it at that point. The best way I've found to do this is actually to try and aim to get the handle to land in a place that is not the dead center of where the contact ball is going to be, but just to the side of it. Like in that particular case, you'll see I had it lined up so that it was at kind of like the quarter mark of the ball rather than dead center. Whereas if I land at dead center, and yeah, there we go, you'll see how it bounces straight back off like that. It becomes just like dead metal bullseye hit, and all the kinetic energy that is inherent in this slightly bouncy ball and this very bouncy silicone handle all gets transferred into motion right back the way it just came, which, needless to say, makes it impossible to catch the handle. Those of you, of course, who are using longer tethers probably don't have as much to worry about with this because your tether will come all the way in front of the ball before you have to worry about it. But, well, I do. My poi are about as long as my arms are, so those of y'all who are working with a similar length probably know my pain quite well on this. Yeah, see? And the challenge then becomes getting it far enough off center that it doesn't bounce, but still close enough to center that that your hand can catch it with minimal effort. And of course, when you get it right in the butter zone, you get it off center and you get it directly in the spot where the hole for the thumb joint is going to be, in which case you can just transfer it straight over, and you could even immediately put it into a toss like that if you wanted to. Get really tricky with it. Oops. Like so. The miracle of one-take videos. There we go. Anywho, so yeah, clearly it's not down 100%, but with that last exception notwithstanding, I'm getting it about 70 or 80% of the time. So I'm doing my best to work this into more contact moves myself. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this is helpful to some of you out there, and I will see you again next week with more tech. Peace.
Hi, thanks so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Doing so will help other people find my content, and it lets me know that I'm creating videos that are worth seeing. Also, check out my website at drexfactor.com. There, you can purchase sets of poi like the ones I use in my videos, and get access to a great range of written inspirational content, plus which you can subscribe to my videos there in the form of a podcast. Finally, if you go to flowtoys.com, you can enter in my special promo code and get a small discount on your order. Doing these things helps support me in my flow journey, and it means that I can make more videos for you guys. So, thank you in advance for your support.